Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. We've got a bit of a different one today. What I've got here is a car we've actually got for sale. So before I swing the camera around and show you it, I'll just talk a little bit about it. It's a Mark 2.5. It belongs to a friend of ours and it's just a really nice example. She's done a lot of work to it. It's won a lot of awards at the Owners Club shows, and all the history on that is in the description for the for sale ad. I'll put a link down in the description of the video to the for sale ad on our website for it. We've got a bit of a problem with the website at the moment, in so much as you can't expand pictures at the minute. The website's just got to an age, I think, where it's just got some problems, so we're in the process of rebuilding it, but that's probably a few months off yet. So let's swing the camera around and have a look at this really nice example of a Mark 2.5. There it is. Right, so it's a Mark 2.5 Sport. The story with this car is that when the lady got it that owns it, it was really quite a rusty shell, or rusty car. All the usual problems, chassis rails, rear seals, arches, all that sort of stuff. So she was going to repair it, but a really clean import shell became available. So she bought that and proceeded to transfer everything over to it and refurbish things as they went over to this shell, and then the whole thing got a full respray inside and out. So that is why it looks as clean as it does, and it really is quite rust free, considering that, you know, it's not had any welding, it's never had any, and it is all original. There's a few minor issues which what I'll do is I will get the car up in the air on the ramp and show you all the underside, and we'll go through all those minor rust issues that it does have, but they are few, and as far as Mark 2.5s go, they're very few. So I'll just go around the car quickly and show you some of its nicer parts. So we've got obviously all your clear lenses, you've got the sport wheels, all calipers have been painted, mohair roof, which now this car, when it's been finished, it's literally been a show car, so it's not been out in the rain, unless, you know, that's happened on the way to a show or whatever. So that roof has never seen bad weather. It was a new roof. I actually fitted that roof for her, so that's why that looks so good. We've got on here, this is a bracket for CB aerial, so she used to go to a lot of the MX5 Owners Club meets, so it's got a CB aerial and a CB installed inside. Let's go to the inside. So there's a little bit of dust there on the carpet mat, but that's from me just moving it just now. So the car's done just under 140,000, so it's not particularly low, but I think its condition kind of negates that, to be honest with you. I mean, if you look at the seats, I mean, normally you'd expect to see problems here, but there's none of that on this car. Really, really nice and tidy in here. We've got some aluminium pedals. We've got, this is what we used to do, these stainless steel weighted gear knob and handbrake sleeve, so they're not available anymore, so it's nice to have those. That's the CB radio, which can be removed if necessary, and we've got a DAB Bluetooth stereo there. Got some aftermarket dial faces. They can be changed if they're not to your taste, and we can do that for you, it's not a problem. I'll just click it on so you can just see the mileage. So hopefully that's coming out on the camera. So 139,762. We've got the rare front fog lights. Got heated seats that do work, and this is also a 6-speed car, so that's another good thing to have. And what we do is we'll now go to under the bonnet. But yeah, I mean, just look at all the shuts. How clean this actually is. It's a really clean car, and under the bonnet is no exception. Look at that. So we've got a K&N Typhoon air filter, aluminium radiator. So if you've been looking at Mark 2.5s, and if you are in the market for them, I'm sure you've been looking at them and you've been seeing loads of rust all the way around here. Loads of surface rust, and then more serious rust perhaps down there around the chassis rails. We'll look at the chassis rails when it's up in the air. I'll show you what they're like, but yeah, this is just really nice everywhere. So yeah, I mean, obviously all your colour coded cam cover and that. So yeah, going around the car, I'll just swing around it so you can see the sort of condition. There's, you know, no marks really to speak of on there. We've got a little, I'll go through these in more detail on the ramp. Got some minor blistering around the arch lips, but nothing major. I think that's just paint damage, where the water's got under the paint. And there's a tiny little bit on the sills, but I'll show you all that in. You'll see exactly what that is when the car's up in the air. Looking down this side, really, really good. So yeah, so what I'll do next is I'll get the car up in the air, show you the underside, and I'll join you in a few minutes. Right, got the car up in the air. What we'll do is we'll start walking around it, and I'll just point out any blemishes. You know, as you know, we're always very honest with the cars we sell. Whether we sell them for someone or whether we're selling them ourselves, we'll always point out any issues, because we would rather you knew about it than come back to us later. So as we go round, hang on, can't get used to this newer camera. Right, so front wings. This one here, I mean, it's really minor. I mean, normally on a Mark 2.5 you'll press that and it'll go as you hear all the rust, but there's none of that. There's just a minor amount of blistering just around there, and just this, which is kind of like residue. You see, it all just comes off. But yeah, there's a little bit there. This seam, I mean, that is so crisp. We've got a little bit of damage there where it's been jacked up in a less than great way, but you know, that's an easy sort. But the way this seam is so crisp, I mean, that's really good. As we go round, so looks like it's had the optional extra side skirts on it. So the shell that this car was sort of reshelled into, I have a feeling it might have been an RS, because I remember it being white when it was done, so it could have been an RS, which would have had the side skirts, which explains that. So that's what those holes are for. So again, considering that's an original sill, we've got a little bit there, and we've got a little bit around that original side skirt hole, a bit of damage there where it's either clobbered something or again a poor jacking technique. Either way, easily sorted. If someone did want that sorted, that would be a case of we would cut it here, and I'm pretty certain that would just be an outer skin, which is pretty much the cheapest repair you can do on a Mark II or 2.5. And then when we move round to the arch, there's that little bit of blistering that I mentioned outside, just around here, quite minor. If that were dealt with now, I don't think that would turn into a big problem. That could be dealt with locally on the lip. It's not a rust coming through from behind problem. That's a water having got under the paint problem, that is. Let's move around to the other side. Other side is less of an issue on the arch. You can see it there, just a tiny bit of blistering, but you know, it's so good to see all those spot welds all the way around there. We so rarely see that now on Mark IIs and 2.5s. And this seal is in better condition. The other one got a tiny bit of blistering just on the edge there. And these holes have been filled in on this one for some reason. And there's a little bit again of jacking damage there, but nothing major. Again, really crisp. Nice to see all these spot welds. That's what we always mention. See if they're there. That's always a good sign. Oh, nearly dropped the camera, guys. Right, there's those holes for those side skirts. It's a good opportunity to get some good wax up in there, which we'll do before the car goes out. This wing here, we've got a little bit more blistering. It's a little bit worse than the other side, but again, no crispy sounds. Tighten that screw up. That bolt up. It's not been done very well, so we'll tighten that up. But yeah, you can see that it's only surface. Again, really crisp around here. Right, so if we go to underneath the car, start at the back, we've got a stainless steel back box of unknown origin. I don't know what that is, but it is stainless steel, midsection's mild steel. You can see where everything was painted before it went back on the car. All the arms still look quite good. It was done a few years ago now, so it's still looking pretty good. We've got some aftermarket coilovers, nothing special, but they are adjustable, so you know you can adjust the ride height. We've got blue braided hoses. That's the other side, and then getting back to these seals, just get the torch in a position you can just see. Let's go the other side actually, so we haven't got that light glaring at us. So yeah, you can see how crisp this all looks. There's that little bit of bent lip again, but all round here, all really crisp, really nice. So there's not going to be any corrosion issues there. Floor rail, both sides, looks really good. That side as well, really good. And again, the floor to sill panel, which is sort of that area to that area, which is still sill. And you can see on here, even again, that lip, and even visible are still some spot welds. So this gives you an idea of just how crisp and clean this car is. Moving on to the front, there's no oil leaks really to mention, so that's good. All the braces and everything aren't completely falling apart and all look really nice, so that's good. And there's those braided hoses on the front and the front coilovers as well. And then the other area, which is always a problem on these Mark IIs and 2.5s, is the front chassis rails, and you can see on this one, absolutely spotless, no signs of bulging whatsoever, so they're really, really good. We just don't see them like that, to be honest with you. They're normally bulging or cracked along the bottom, but there's none of that here. So yeah, so that's basically it. So there's a few minor issues, nothing major, and nothing really to concern about. Basically, it's just a really good car. So yeah, all the contact information is on the website. If you want to come and have a look at it, or you've got any other questions, then give us a shout and we'll be happy to help out. Thanks then, take care, bye bye.